Sorry for the long wait. Not really. Oh wait, before we start our intro song, just letting you know, this video is going to be real short on large navigation title. So yeah, cue the music. Okay, so where did we leave off? We created all the cells and we structured it in a way that it could be the cells could have an equal width and equal height, but we also added a plus 46 at the bottom so we could add the name label at the bottom to describe or give the hero's name. And after that, what we're gonna do today is actually input the large navigational title. So here, as you can see, we're at the Marvel controller, and we're gonna go back to app delegate for now, and we're gonna embed it in a navigational stack, I guess. So how do you do that? You do Marvel nav controller. You can do it like so, and then you do UI navigational controller or something like that, and you put the root view controller, you select that, and then you put the Marvel controller into the root view controller. And then after that, you want to change this this instance right here to Marvel nav controller instead. And that will be enough to embed it in a navigation stack and give us that navigation header at the top, the navigation bar, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna go back to the Marvel controller now, and in here we're gonna, I guess, name another function called setup navigation UI or navigation bar, whatever you want to call it. But for me, I just want to do it like that. And you do private func setup navigation UI like so. And first, what we're gonna have to do is give it a title. So characters like so. And then after that, let's run it and see what's up, right? All right, so as you can see here, there's a simulator that we have already opened up. It's an iPhone 10, and we have already the UI collection view cells up in this biscuit that we did on the past episode. And on top, there's characters, which is the navigation title. And what we're gonna do now is add in the bar tint color for the background of this bar, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I just repeated myself so many times, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do next. So let's go down here again, close out of that simulator, and let's add a navigation controller dot navigation bar dot bar tint color equals dot red or something. For now, we're gonna create an extension file for color and add in our own like custom colors later down the road. But yeah, and actually before we do anything else, if you can spot something out, navigation controller question mark whatever navigation bar is such a long line that we want to make it simple. And here's what I mean, like guard let navigation nav bar, I guess, because we're accessing the navigation bar, and we're gonna do navigation controller. Actually, I'm just gonna copy all this. Navigation controller, do that. Hell, what the heck just happened there? All right, we're gonna do that, else return just an empty thing. And then after that, we're gonna add this instance, put it there, and you probably don't even know what the hell I did, but hopefully you understand what I did. Navbar dot bar tint color equals dot red. So every time we access a navigation bar, all we have to do is do navbar instead of navigation controller, this whole long line of stuff. Okay, so we have the simulator open, and at the very top, the bar tint color is dot red, or just the color red. And what we're gonna do next is add the large title at the bar. And what we have to do now is go back to the code in Marvel controller, and navbar dot prefers large titles equals true. So you need to pass down like either true or false. The default, I think, is false automatically. So you wanted to set it to true, saying that yes, I want the large title in the navigation bar. And once we run it again, the large navigation title shows up once again, and the title text color is black. We're gonna change that soon. But also remember this, when we scroll up, all of a sudden the navigation large title is gone. And when we scroll back down like that, it's back. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is add the large navigation title text color. Since right now it's black, we're gonna change it to probably white or something for now. And as you scroll up, you can also see that this is black as well. This is the default navigation title, and this is the large navigation title. I want you to keep that in mind for now. So we go back into our Marvel controller. Inside private setup navigation UI, we want to access this instance, which is really convenient, like I said before. And we're going to do large title text attributes. And large title text attributes accepts a dictionary. I know it's confusing at first, but I really suggest that you research into this as you become a better programmer. As you learn more, that's what you need to do. And so what we're gonna do is ns attributed string key. As you know, a dictionary takes a key and a value pair. And so this will be foreground color as the key. And we're gonna add in a color of .white for now. And you can of course just do just do .white, but for clarity's sake, I'll do UI color .white. And once you do that and run it, this is going to be the outcome of the code that we just implemented. But as we scroll down, up, you can see up top that the regular characters title is black. So these are two different properties that we need to access in order to change the colors. So we're gonna go back into our code, close out of this. On the next line, navbar dot title text attributes, just regular title text attributes. You see the difference, large title and just regular title. And then we're gonna do the same thing here, and it's attributed string key with the foreground color, and put the value in there, UI color .white as well. And when we run it once again, we scroll down. Now the regular title color is white as well, and that's it pretty much. And that's how you change the colors, and also how to get the large navigation title. Okay, so in the past video I talked about how that I would explain some of the code that I've written. So this is gonna be that. In view.did.load, what it means is as soon as you run your application, this is the first thing that it will be called. Well, that's a lie, but this is one of the first things that's going to be called, and it's only going to be called once, and it's going to run the setup UI function, the setup navigation UI. And it's really important to put all your code or all your function, all the important and concise stuff into this block of view.did.load. And you don't want to make it into a long list of code. Like, let's say you don't want all this code in here per se, because it's just gonna look ugly. You want it to look nice and simple. So that's why I created a separate function, setup UI, collecting all the relative code that needs to be for that function, and all the relative code for, let's say, setup navigation UI. I put all the navigation bar, navigation related stuff in here. Next, I don't think I explained this. The guard let statement is something like an if-let statement. If you don't know what an if-let statement is, it's basically checking if an object is, or a property is like nil or not. So it's saying that, is there a navigation controller or not? If there isn't, then else we would like to return empty. But if there is, assign it to navbar. That's basically what it means. So guard let navbar is that. And we made it into a simple, concise instance of navbar, and we can access the properties just like that. Instead of writing this whole code over and over again, like, I know you can copy and paste, but this is the better way to do it. Now, large title text attributes and title text attributes, I want you to go and research it and read up on it. If you go on the help section, develop your documentations, click on that, and type in whatever you want to look for. It's gonna show up at most, like 98% of the time. I don't know, I'm making that up. And I want you to read up on that, because it's really important to do so. As you program more, you want to research on your own more, instead of relying on other people, or like YouTube videos and stuff, mine included. Now, if you go back into App Delegate, there's a var window that they already give you as soon as you create the project. And window is basically the the iPhone screen itself, and you define the window like the size, the frame, and you give it like a UI screen.main.bounds, basically saying I want to cover the whole screen window and set it to that window. And let layout, Marvel controller, Marvel nav controller. I hope you understand what that is. That's basic stuff. And yeah, I think that's all I need to go over. I'm not sure. Yeah. If there's anything else, please leave in the comment section below what I should do, and please subscribe. And I need to show this naked guy again because that's my closing intro. Yeah? Okay, peace.